guys, so today I'm gonna teach you how to make a Madeleine cookie. So we're gonna start by mixing all our dry ingredients, and we'll start with flour, followed by cornstarch. So cornstarch will give the nice crisp to the cookie, and then we have here the baking powder and salt to give the cookie a little bit of a lift, and of course to taste for the salt. So we're just going to sift this. So we're sifting the dry ingredients because we want to have a lighter Madeleine cookie, and sifting the flour actually aerates it, so it makes a lighter cookie. So that this is about for it for the dry ingredients. So let's just set this aside. I'm just gonna remove this. For that, I'm just gonna whisk it, and then there you go, set it aside. So the next thing that we want to do now is to mix our wet ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, what we have here is I have the egg, and then I have here the sugar, and I have my vanilla extract. Make sure to use the pure vanilla extract because it gives a really nice flavor as compared to the imitation one. So we only need about 1/4 teaspoon to give it a flavor. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this egg and sugar until it becomes a light and fluffy. I call it like in the fluffy stage, or like pale in color. That would take about 3 minutes. So we're just mixing this for 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, so this is what we have. You see, it's a light, it turned light in color and it looks fluffy. So make sure to use a, I'm just gonna remove this. Make sure to use a room temperature egg when you do the mixing, so that it will be easy to beat it, because otherwise you will not end up with this kind of pale and light consistency. Okay, now the next thing that we're gonna do is we've done the dry ingredients, and now we've done the wet ingredients. The next thing that we need to do is to actually mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. So the way that we're gonna do it is we're gonna sift back the dry ingredients onto the wet ingredients. The reason that we're doing this is just to make sure that, you know, because sifting could make the flour mixture lighter. So again, it produces a light Madeleine cookie. So just sift it over. You can also use a flour sifter if you have one, but if you don't, this sieve works just as well. So just fold it. Do not use any hand mixer when doing this, because you don't want to over mix the cookie batter. You want to make sure that the air that we've developed while beating the egg and the sugar will remain. So we don't want to knock that out. So I'm just mixing it and folding it really gently. So just mix it until there's no more like visible flour. Okay, so this should be okay. So you can see that there's still some bubbles in here. That means to say that the air that we've incorporated in the mixing is still there. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we want to take half of this batter and just transfer it in a small bowl, because we're going to add the melted butter next. And we don't want to dump the melted butter all at the same time because it will be difficult to mix, and then we'll end up knocking out or over mixing the butter. So I am just going to add the this is just a melted butter. I'm using the unsalted ones. You can also use a salted butter, but if you do, make sure to skip the additional, salt in the ingredients. So just mix it like this. So you see, it's kind of like at first it won't easily mix together, but if you just continue mixing it, it will eventually come together. But just do it slowly. Okay, this looks okay. And now the next step is to mix this to the rest of the half of the cookie batter. Okay, just scrape the side of the bowl to make sure you get everything from there. And then just mix it so that it mixed with the other half that doesn't have the butter yet. Just gently mix it. So this is a small batch Madeleine cookie, so I think it will just need probably about 8 or 9 pieces. And normally the Madeleine Pan, it has like 12 shells. So there you go. So this is okay. Don't mix it, don't over mix it, because just make sure that the melted butter is mixed, and then you just stop. Okay, we don't want to over mix the cookie batter because we want a lighter Madeleine cookie. So now that we have this, the next thing that we need to do is, I like to chill my butter at least a minimum of 30 minutes to 1 hour, but normally I leave this in the fridge overnight or 3 to 4 hours. So the reason for that is because it actually produces the nice hump in the cookie, which is the trademark of a Madeleine cookie. But if you don't have that much time to wait, so just chill the butter at least minimum 30 minutes to 1 hour. So that should be enough. So okay, just cover it. We're gonna cover this, and I'm gonna chill this, and then I'm gonna show you how you could prepare the Madeleine Pan. So while we're waiting for our batter to chill, the next thing that we're going to do is to prepare the Madeleine Pan.